Good morning, everybody. It's Proctor here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to change a coil pack in your Cadillac DeVille. This being said, this can also work on a lot of other cars, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So what is a coil pack? A coil pack is one of these little things. The spark plug wire ends go on these two little prongs, and they provide current of electricity to fire the cylinders. It's very close, it's not exact, but that's basically what they do. If your car has a cylinder misfire and you did the spark plugs and you did the spark plug wires and that did not solve your misfire issue, it is probably the coil packs, because that's what I realized with this car. It does happen on Cadillacs a lot more often than the cars that I find. This car was running rough, and it did indeed need coil packs. So I'm going to show you guys how to change that today. This will work on a lot of GM vehicles, Ford vehicles, yeah, a lot of different vehicles. Japanese cars I'm not so sure about, but a lot of American cars. Okay, so first thing is, where is the coil packs? This varies from car to car, but most of the time there will be a plastic cover on other GM cars. You take that cover off and they're either on each spark plug tip on the top of them, or like on Cadillacs, it's right here. So here are the coil packs, right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now these are very, very easy to replace. I just gotta show you how to do it right. So you don't want to blow yourself up, right? So I'll show you the numbers here. So if you have a cylinder 5 misfire, okay, your coil pack for cylinder number 5 is actually labeled here. It's at the end here. You can also follow the wires down and under where it will actually be labeled the numbers on the spark plug inlets. So what you have to do, okay, so for example, I'm going to take off the cylinder 7 and 6 coil pack, okay? So what you're going to do is right here, you got to take these 2 spark plug wires off. So you simply just grab onto it, pop it off like so, and you want to keep them in order, okay? So put that off to the side, to the left side, take off the one on the right, and put that on the right side, right? So pretty easy to put back. Now you're not done yet. There is a screw right down there that you got to take out, and there is a screw right on this side that you got to take out. So what you're going to do is, for a Cadillac, the socket number is, it's a 732, specific to the Northstar. And what you're going to do is also on some of the GM cars there are clips, like electric clips that go on top of each coil pack. So you're just going to want to get a flathead and just unplug them. Pretty simple. So back to the thing. So you're going to get your socket, you're going to put it on top, and you're simply going to turn your ratchet and take the screw out. So in this case, it's still a little bit stiff, so I'll keep going. I hate my camera. Okay, so you're going to keep taking the screw out. Okay, that looks good. Make sure not to lose those screws, because they're a pain to get, unless you live close to a junkyard. Okay, so put them in a place you're going to remember them, that won't fall, like right there. Now on some cars, especially the newer Cadillacs, the back screw down there is a little bit of a pain to get to, so be careful, don't lose your socket down there. So I'm just going to put it on there, just so I can show you guys. Okay, so now it's on the screw, the bolt down there, and you're just going to turn it. And you're going to notice it's going to start to wiggle a little bit. Alright, a little wiggle jiggle for a good time. And I'm just going to loosen it up some more. Now these are all newer coil packs that I put in, so I'm not going to replace it, but I'll show you guys how to replace it anyway, because I love the viewers. So I'm going to take that screw out. It might, okay, Another note, if your car has been running up to operating temperature, these screws are going to be really freaking hot. So please wear gloves or wash your hands and let it cool down. Okay? So now that you have got your screws out, you're going to simply get your fingers here and you're going to slide it up. There's going to be 2 prongs that are here, okay? Right? And you're simply going to slide it up. Ooh, it's really hot. But yeah, this is basically what the coil pack looks like. Got 2 prongs there where it sits on. There's the 2 prongs. That's what it looks like underneath. Okay, now if I were to put new coil pack in, just as an example, I'm going to just put this random one on, and I'll show you what to do. So you gotta align those 2 openings up with the tabs. So just make sure they get on there, and you're good. And then just screw it back in. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to screw it back in just because it helps you out. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to line it on. This is really hot in my hands right now. So you're going to line it on. Make sure it sits on there evenly, equal on both sides. And you're going to get your ratchet, turn it back so it tightens. And you're going to put your, I like dropping my screws in first, so you don't just fiddle around with the ratchet and waste time. So I like putting them in my hand at first, just so it gets it done quicker. Okay. Now, put your last bolt in first, so that you can adjust it accordingly. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to do it by hand. I'm just going to get it down there. Make sure it stays level. Doesn't go off to one side or something like that. You never know. Okay, now I'm going to do the back one. And this can also be repeated for every other coil pack there. Now I'm going to get the ratchet and I'm going to tighten it. So I'm just going to put the ratchet back on. I think you guys know how to do that, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So, yeah, we're just going to get our ratchet and we're going to tighten it back up. Make sure it stays aligned. You'll also see the little gap in there close up. Don't over tighten it as well, because you don't want to strip the threads in there, because then you really got an issue. Or unless you got one of those little plastic pieces underneath. Okay, now I'm going to put the socket on the back one, and I'm going to try and tighten up that. This is a pain to do while holding a camera, I must say. Okay, now I can do it by hand. There we go. Just tighten that back bolt in. And do not strip your bolts, because that would actually suck. Okay, so you got it in, and now what you're going to do is, before you start your car, put your spark plugs back on, and make sure you hear them clip in. Okay, in this case I'm going to put it underneath here and put it around so it sits better. Make sure you hear it clip. And in this case I think my clip is a little bit worn, so it doesn't actually stay down very well. But you get the point. So now I'm going to start the car up and we're going to see if it runs better. Usually to get it run really good, you got to replace all the coil packs. I hate doing it, but it ensures that it runs well. Now let's see, does it run well? And it does. Yep. Runs very nice. Good, beautiful. Just make sure they're all tight while you're at it, you know? Beautiful. Now we got a smooth sounding Cadillac. Little red line for a good time. And that, my friends, is how you change your coil pack.